Today we're publishing the first of 2 reports on urban green space. Green spaces are incredibly important to people. Research has shown that 93% of people in England think that it is either very or fairly important to have green spaces nearby. So when you think of your local urban green space, whether that's a park or a community garden, perhaps you think about the great flower displays or the sports teams that use it, or sharing great times with your friends and family in a picnic, or even just sitting on a park bench on your own in contemplation. The problem is that not all green spaces provide such great memories for people. Some of them suffer from neglect or litter, vandalism. Some of them you may feel unsafe in. Some of them have high levels of dog fouling or graffiti. And so our report investigated the main threats that urban green spaces face. The first is local authority budget cuts. The second is the loss of institutions that provided a voice for urban green space, for example, the charity Green Space. But for us, the most important threat was the lack of a national picture of urban green spaces, whether that's where they are, how much we've got, what state they're in, who's got access to them, who owns them. We just don't have any idea about this at a national level. Without that information, we can't hope to ameliorate the effects of the local authority budget cuts and the loss of institutions. The implications of these threats to urban green spaces are, firstly, a decline in quality, like we saw in the 1970s and 1980s. In addition, there may be a loss in the amount of green space that we have as a result of development on urban green spaces. So we've developed a series of policy recommendations in 4 main themes to help deal with these issues, particularly with regards to data. The first theme is setting existing data free, making it publicly and freely available. The second recommendation theme is the creation of a brand new urban green space map, and this can be delivered in 2 main ways. The first is via Ordnance Survey or other commercial mapping organisation. The problem with this is that it would be very expensive for the public to use and to download. So the second option is the creation of a new crowdsourced urban green space map for the UK. And what this would mean is that the public would be able to draw on their local urban green spaces, but also add in, for example, details about who owns it, whether there's a friends group associated with it, what the opening times are, etc. The third recommendation theme is standardization. At the moment, we don't have a consistent classification system for urban green spaces across the UK. This needs to develop in order to be able to give us a consistent idea of urban green space types, both across the country and also over time, so that we can answer research questions about changes to urban green spaces as a result of different interventions. The fourth recommendation theme is indicators. At the moment, we've got no idea about the accessibility of urban green spaces to the public. Once we have that data, we can use the calculations in, for example, the English indices of multiple deprivation or DEFRA sustainability indicators. In conclusion, the main benefits of an urban green space map, particularly a crowdsourced one, are increasing public engagement in their urban green spaces. It'll also improve decision-making through being able to test interventions and answer research questions more effectively. It'll enable civil society scrutiny, potentially increase innovation, and local authorities will of course be able to save time and money. But the most important benefit is that it will improve our own local urban green spaces. If you'd like to find out more about our report, please click the link or visit www.policyexchange.org.uk.